Good afternoon, everybody. Who's here today? Anybody feel like a lesson? I see it's very slow. I missed the morning because I did have a dentist appointment this morning. But then I had to take care of some business, so I took the day off this morning. But I'm here now, so I figured let's see what's going on. Wish I could do a trade, but I wouldn't know where to start. The SPY looks real strong today, 406. I think when I left it yesterday, what was it, about 400? I was trying to hit 400. So for those of you who did this overnight and did a swing trade, kudos to you. It looks like you made some money. It's always nice when you can swing trade a stock or an option and make money. Yeah, look at that. It was low this morning, 402.60. Still opened up strong. Got strong yesterday. I see after hours at about, is that 8 o'clock this morning? Yeah, 8 o'clock, 8:10. Wow, much time is it? Yeah, I guess this morning it got strong. Oh, good. And I see the markets are strong. The Dow's up, the S&Ps, and the NASDAQ. So everything's looking strong, but everything's moving slowly and consistently. So how are you guys doing today? Anybody do a little business today? Let's see, how many people are here? Just a few of you. Okay. It says 4, I see 3. I don't know what's going on here. But I think I'm just going to let people know that I am here. So I'll go into Dex room. Let's start trading. Alright, I'm just going to announce that. And I finally hit, for some of you who don't know, I hit the 350 subscription mark. So that's really cool. And let me go into what's his name's room. He's not here. So he won't mind if I borrow a few of his people. There you go. Okay. And let's see if that's working. Alright, Tommy. Who's got anything going on right now? As far as the date. I guess I hit the 350 yesterday. Okay. Okay. Wait to see if a few more people get in here, or if anybody here has any questions to talk about anything. Oh wow, that's the wrong one. That's just 336. Okay, where's my 3? Let me get rid of that. Hold on. Put the wrong one in there. Delete. Okay. Let's see, where did I get that 350? It must be in desktop. Let's see, after trader streaming. It's 348. I know it was here. Shoot. Give me a second. Just look and see if I can follow. There it is. Okay, so it's 2020. Let me rename it. Okay. There we go. Got it. I'm good now. I did a lot of moving around of the stuff on my desk. Top. Oh, I did it wrong again. Oh, good for me. Come on, what am I doing? Get rid of that. Give me a second, folks. Desktop. And that would be AT350. Okay, got it. Nice. All right. One more second. 80, 50. Come on. Boy, it takes so long to load the little, there it goes. Okay, let's go into here. I got it. All right. I guess there's not a lot of people out there. There's only a couple of people in the room now. Deck's got about 1,600. He must have left early today. 25 minutes. Okay. So what's going on with anybody that's here now? I'm gonna have to pull some teeth to get some. Oh shoot! I lost my page. Go back. Here we go. Okay. Control A. Bye, Mel. Bye, Mal. Good to see you. Ghost Rider 47. Daryl. 14/12/2000. 14/1/2000. What is that? 14. So you're born on the 1st, January 14, 2000. Did I get that right? And Tommy, I know he's here, but he's probably working. If any of you guys have any questions right now, if anything's on your mind, you have any questions about options, this is a really good time since there's not many people around, and I'm here to answer all your questions. I don't usually come live on Fridays, but I figured I wasn't doing anything. I was a little bored. The weather was kind of crappy outside. We got rain. I got enough to fill up 3 tires with air with the thing. I went to 3 Wawas, and all of them had broken devices to fill up your air. So I went to 2 gas stations that charged money. Both the machines were out of order. So it didn't work out for me today. But that works out for you. So I can come here. I've been making some notes. Let's see. As the market moves up, the level that was resistance now becomes support. Use the moving averages of every chart. EMA, 1 5-minute and a daily. I was taking notes one day. I take a lot of notes. Even after 4 or 5 years of trading, I still take a lot of notes. I write things down that I used to know. You know, like if I buy 10,000 shares, how much do I make if it goes up 1 penny? If I have 2,000 shares, how much do I make? You know, so 1, 2, 10 cents, 10 cents. Let's see, so 1 point per 1,000 shares. I don't know how I got this. 20 cents, gain 200, 20 cent gain 400, 20 cents gain 600. It's good to make these little charts for yourself so you know that if you do 100 shares, how much does it take if that stock moves to actually get the profit where you want it to go, you know? Or if you get 500 shares, how much does it have to move for you to get? And if you're going to go, how much profit are you looking for? On my way over to watch Taylor. All right, thank you, Taylor. So these are the things that, you know, as new traders, are things that you might want to consider. Make yourself a little chart. So you say if I do 100 shares, okay, and if 100 shares and it goes times 0.01, then I make $1. If I do 500 shares, I make $5. I do 1,000 shares, I make $10. And this way you can figure out that whenever you're going to trade a stock, what are you looking to get from that stock? So some people are looking to make 3 to 1. But I say the minimum that you're ever looking to get, if you're taking your risk against your reward, is at least 2 to 1. Okay? So these are just some of the things that, as time goes on, I've been writing, and I'll make up these charts that look something like this. You know, I'll just sit there when I'm not doing anything, and I do that for you. You know, I wrote a long time ago. I was talking about, you know, what's the difference between gamblers, traders, and gamblers, traders, and what do you call that? Gamers. Okay. See, gamblers, all they think about is making a profit. That's it. They want to win. They just want to win. They want to make a profit. And gamers, the gamers are always looking. They're looking to win. Gamblers are always looking for profit. But traders always have to think about risk. It's always about reducing your risk. And if you're a good trader, you're always thinking that way. And you should always think about using stop losses. And unfortunately, when I learned how to trade 5 years ago for day trading, I didn't necessarily use stop losses. I did what I was taught, what I saw. You see, I had a mentor who was teaching me to do one thing, but he was doing another. And I saw how quick he was getting in and out. So I took those chances. And there were times that I made a lot of money, and then there was times I lost a lot of money, because when least expected, you don't know. When you're in a stock and you're in 1,000 shares, you don't know that an offer can't come out at 2:15 in the afternoon. And you can be in this stock and it's going up and you're feeling good and you're in the profit. All of a sudden, that thing halts. It halts for news. on an offering. And when it opens up $1 less. What do you do? What do you do? You're stuck. You have 1,000 shares. So you know right now you're about to lose between $500 and maybe $2,000. You know, I was in a halt about 5 months ago. I don't remember the stock. And it was doing really good. So I added another 500 shares. And the weirdest thing happened. The stock halted. And I go, wow. Didn't know why. Just halted going up. But it wasn't for the movement. And the stock, 5 minutes later. Most halts are about 5 minutes. Second halt, 10 minutes, maybe 15. 37 minutes that stock opened up, and it opened up $2.50 higher. I thought I was going to lose a lot of money, but I actually made a lot of money. And you just don't know when that's going to happen, and that's more rare. It's more apt that you're going to lose money if you get caught in a halt because of news than you're going to make money. But sometimes there's a merger. If there's a merger, then the stock is going to go up. If there's an offer, that means that the company needs money. And what they're doing is they're offering more shares, which raises the float size. Now, we know that the lower the float, the faster a stock's going to move. All right? So, right now I got the SPY up there because I've been watching it. I can't believe we're at 406.47. I thought we saw a higher day a little earlier. I don't know where the high, here it is. 406. Oh, so we just hit another one. 406.82. So the SPY is consistently going up, which is good for the markets because we've seen a lot of down markets lately. We saw last Friday, I think, where the market went down 1,000 points. Or 2 weeks ago, I was in the dentist chair, so I missed all the action on that one. You know what? Probably saved some money. But the other day, I was trading the SPY, and I won yesterday. I won 3 out of 3. But I had slowed down. I took a week off, actually, of trading. I came in here, I was here every day, but I wasn't trading. And sometimes when you're not feeling good, you're having work done on your mouth, if you're not 100%, if you're not 98%, if you had a fight with your wife, if you're going through a divorce. I know somebody in here recently went through a divorce and they sat on the side and didn't come around for a couple of weeks. And that is a smart decision. It really is, because we lose control of our emotions, and when we do that, we lose control of our proper trading. And we can lose a lot of money, so you got to be very careful. So, anyway, I'm here. Anybody have any questions on, let's say, on options? You know, I'm one of the first ones that brought teaching of options in here, even before I actually traded them. I actually studied to be an options trader back in 1987. I took the test twice, failed it twice by 2 points. I could have taken it a third time, but for whatever reason I didn't and moved on. And it was a good thing, because about a year later I bought a pawn shop in South Florida, and then I ended up owning 2 pawn shops in Broward County, Florida. So I did real well back in I was in my mid-30s, had a lot of money, and I was making a lot of money, and it was nice. It was a good feeling. You know, like Deck, he's doing really well. He's 29 years old. He's earned his way. I think he's 29. He could be 30 by now. I don't know. But, it seems like I've been here almost 5 years, and Deck's been 28 years old for 5 years. I don't think he ages, All right, so how are we doing today? Who's in here? Who's in here right now? I see Robert Jones is here, my friend from abroad, across the pond. Long live the Queen. She really cared about Ireland, and she cared about the UK. She cared about both countries. She really cared. And Tommy, I see Tommy's here, and Bymall, and DeSarley. Ghost Rider. I know that Taylor said he was stopping in, but he probably stopped in and left. So, right now, looking at the SPY, it's come down a little bit. If you look at FinViz right now, let me pull that up for a second, and I'm going to move it over so you can take a look at it. FinViz. And here we go. All right. Let's move it. Come on. Where'd it go? I want there. Okay, here we go. FinViz. So we can see right now that the Dow is up, which is good. We're looking at 366 points, and the Nasdaq's up 243, and the S&Ps are up 58. That's a lot for the S&Ps. So that's pretty good. It's been a good day. I don't know what the morning looked like, but if you look at this Dow, this is the S&P right here. This is your top 500 stocks, and you are looking at a really green day. Yesterday, I was looking at technology, and this was all red, but the rest of it was all green. So technology looked good, but Microsoft and Apple did not. And now you can look at this map. Only a few companies in between are having a red day. You'll never see 100%, but this is damn good. It's damn close. You can see here your top 5 stocks. Okay, I didn't look at WEG, Mugu, NTVA. I don't know what they're doing right now. You can see the charts. What's up? WEG, that's down by now. GovX is down. Looks like it's getting a little bit of a comeback. DMS. Okay, so from there we go back to our chart. What I have done is I've connected the chart from my chart to my watch list, so I can go to the top ones that give us the highest percentage and go down my chart, and I can see, like right now I'm in a downtrend. Okay, if I made my lines for today, and I came down and I did my trend lines, boom, and if I did it from, let's say, a low point here and I came across there where we're at now, boom, you can see we're in a descending triangle. So though it's going up and coming down, and each time it goes up, it forms a lower, lower lows. Okay, when we have lower lows, either we want to short the stock or we want to stay away from it. All right, the next one was GovX, was the highest. GovX looks like it's trying to make a little comeback there, but not a lot. We're talking about $1.66 to where we're at now is $1.76. So it may look like a lot more than it really is. Like in here, if you were going to go down according to the TTM scalper, the scalper alert. All right, for some of you who don't know what that is, if you have Thinkorswim, you can actually that's the wrong one. You can actually open up. There's a TTM scalper alert that you can put in there. I have the Pro. I'm missing the Pro on top here. There should be another one. Oh, there it is, the Squeeze Pro. And then I have the Squeeze Pro down here, which, there's an upper and a lower. You can put the TTM Squeeze and you can put the scalper alert. That is free. You just go up here and type in TTM, and then you'll see it says Squeeze and Alert. You can put those two in, and they're very good. When you learn to use it, I actually like it better than the actual MACD, which the MACD would be down here. This is the Pro. The Pro gives us more dots and lines and has more meaning, and when you learn how to use it, it'll tell you more. And you can go online. You can go to, let's see, I'm going to just see if I can open some up just to show you. TOS Scalper Alert Pro. I'm going to just put the Pro because I have the Pro. So under here, let's see, here it is, Scalper Alert. So just to give you an idea, I don't want to play because I don't want to get caught with infringement rights. But right here, you can see, let me stop this, skip the ads. Okay. So like right here, if I was to listen to this, I want to make sure my volume's on. You can see this is a whole video on TTM Scalper Alerts, one of the best day trading indicators in 2019. Now, I'm using the Pro, which is even better, okay? The guy, John Carter, used to work for Thinkorswim, and he wrote the program for Thinkorswim, but since he's left, he's actually now come up with the Pro, which is about $1,000 on sale. He sells it for about $697, and I make it available here to anybody who wants it for $50. You just have to get with me and talk to me. On the side, you hit me. There's 3 lines to the side of everybody's name. When you open that up, it says send a message. You can send me a message if you're interested. But you can watch the video before you ever decide. You can watch the video on the Scalper Alert and the Squeeze Pro. And the reason I'm not going to go through it. I don't want to play any videos in here right now. Because like I said, I don't want to get hit for infringement rights. That's what happens to Deck. He plays the wrong music, or he plays the wrong video, and they hit it and they take the whole video down, and then you lose the whole taping. Okay, and I don't want to do that. So you can learn how to use this thing here. This is the Scalper Alert. The Pro comes in different colors. The other one just has white. They're always slightly delayed. Now, I know there's a way, if you know how to write program, you can go into the actual program. So what you can do, there's a way to create or import. There's a way to go into the actual program. I'm not sure where it is, but there is a way to go in and you can make certain changes to the program. So like here it says 6 or 1.0. You can change certain things that might speed it up a little bit, make it a little bit faster, because there is a certain delay, but the program is usually good. And if you just looked at, I'm going to go open this full shot. If you actually watch this thing where it talks about the arrows to go down, and every time it had down arrow, you shorted this, would I make money? And the answer is, well, here's $1.80. And this one's 173. So this is a bad example because I don't think I'd use it as much on a stock that's this cheap. So if I went to a different stock, let's say if I went to say, I know PayPal's been going up all day. What's another good stock today? Let's see what Snap looks like. I mean, it could be any stock. That's not a good one. I want one that has a lot of movement. I don't know if today's even that good of a day to do it. Let's look at ISEE. That's a stock. Well, okay. So here's a stock. All right. If you look here, it tells you here to go up. So if you went from 1893 to 1917, all right, that wouldn't have been much. It would have been about 25, 30 cents. So, but at 25 cents, okay, with 1,000 shares, it's $200. You could have scalped. From here, it tells you to go down. You would have seen this arrow when it hit here, okay? That's the delay. So if you got it in 1913, it went down to about 1893. The same amount that it went up to go to here, it came back down to here. But up, down. And then from here, of course, it went up because the SPY probably went up at that time. So if you had the SPY next to it, you have to understand that when the SPY goes up, a lot of trades go up with it. But there are stocks like inverse ETFs, VIXs. Some of them go the opposite way. So you just have to figure out like TQQQ and SQQQ and VXX. And we used to have TVIX, but I don't think we can trade that one anymore with Thinkorswim. So the program is good. If you watch it, look like from here, if you went in here. Now, this time is 12:36. If I was in a 5-minute or even a 3-minute at 12:36, let's bring it back. And let's find what 12:36 is. Should have been around here. There it is. Okay? I changed it to 3 minutes. So if you got in even here, you would have got in about 1940, let's say. All right? You would have carried this down until you saw, all right? So there's 40, that's 50 cents right there. That's a half a point. See, that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for pennies. We're looking for points, all right? And there was a guy that used to be in here a long time ago. I'm not going to mention his name, but he always used to say to me, he used to go, my name back then was Scooter Pie. He used to say, Scooter Pie, stop thinking pennies and start thinking points. So even if it's a quarter a point or a half a point or 3/4 of a point or even a whole point, which is $1, that's what we need to start thinking if we want to start making money. You got it? All right? So from here, we got from 1950, let's say, 1945, all the way down to, that's 50 cents there. This was a slight up. You don't know until you get in it. So even here at 1895, it went to 1911. It was only about 15 cents. All right, so, but it may not be worth it. It's not worth it every time. We don't know. But if you got in here, so you would have been on this candle, 1895 again. It's amazing that it seems to be in some sort of a channel. So even if we actually did it from here and we took it down to here, okay, actually originally it would have been to here, and then it's changed. So then it changed from here and then it went down this way. Okay, so you can see how your channel changed and went lower, all right? And then you have from, let's say, around here, and you should be learning. Ordinarily I would have made it to here, and then you'd see it's going up, but I'm going to go to the lowest point now, all right? Because that's when I'm coming in. And you can see now, we said this is where the channel changed. This was a channel. You see the channel? And the price range is the same. Now we lost this part of the channel. We removed this drawing, and now we can see we're in a descending triangle. Okay? When we have a descending triangle, that means that we're forming lower lows, and that means the stock's going down. Now, is this bad? It doesn't have to be. And another reason why it doesn't have to be is this particular stock, SISEE, you can't see the I if I move it over a little bit, ISEE is easy to borrow. So I can actually do, for nothing, I could have done a short right there. I didn't even have to do, let's say there was no shorts. If there was no shorts, okay, then what I would have done, and if I really wanted to trade it, give me a second, I gotta find it, and I'm gonna show it to you. Then what I would have done is I would have gone to all products and ICEE, and it does. Now I'm gonna bring this over. So you always hear when people are saying on here, they say, oh, look at the price on Trade Zero. Look at the price of the shorts, okay? 1,000 shorts going to cost me $300. Is it worth it? So now I say, well, $300 to do a short. I go to, the only ones available is the 16th, which is next week. They don't have today's. I don't see them in here. So all I have is next week's options. That's fine. So let's say the stock was before, it was at 1879, it was at 1923, I think we said, 1925. So at 1925, I think it was going to go down. So where would it go down to? The next step down would have been 1750. Okay, unless I want to buy in the money, I buy out of the money. This would be a put for 80 cents. Okay, there I would copy this. Now for 80 cents, I could actually buy a put. Now that means if I wanted to buy 1,000 shares right now, okay, of this stock times 0.80 cents a share, it would cost me $800 for 1,000 shares. But if I was supposed to buy ISSE and I bought 1,000 shares of the stock, it would cost me $19,000. So you see the difference between 19,000 and 800. Now a person with a very, very small account who only has less than $5,000 doesn't have to say, I can't trade ISSE with enough shares to make any real money. You have to understand, that's why new people always trade stocks under $5. The reason is they can buy more shares. The more shares you can control, the more money you can make when the stock goes up or down, depending on which direction you are trying to get that stock to go. Now, when you borrow, okay, when you borrow, and you do a short, you hit the sell button to buy this. What you're doing is you're saying you're borrowing the stock from a company, okay, and you have those stock, and now you're going to get rid of them, okay. You're gonna when you're ready to get rid of them, you want this price. If you're doing a short, you want this price here to go down. So if you buy it at 1878 and you sell it, let's say at 1850, you'll make 30 cents times 1,000 shares is $300. But when you do an actual, let me unlink this for a second. When you do a option, you're not selling it, you're buying it. If you hit the sell button, what you're doing is you're writing an option and you're allowing somebody else to buy that option, and when they do, then you can make the premium on that option. But we're not going to get into writing options. That's more for people who are advanced and understand exactly how options work. For right now, we're going to work with options, only two options: long puts and long calls. A long call says, I am betting on this stock to go up. A long put says, I am betting on this stock to go down. You with me? So right now, we were talking before and we said it went up. And the charts will be the opposite in picture. So if you looked at an ICE, you'll see right now the chart looks like it went down and then it's coming up a little bit. Here, it's going up and now it's coming down a little bit. There's not much traffic right now, even with the stock. There's about 18,000 shares. But if we were going to bet on this stock going down, we would wait till it went back up to about 1925, 1930. We've seen that it's been in a channel all day. And every time it gets in that channel and it hits 1925, it comes back to 1883. Then it goes back up to 1925, it comes back to 1883. So if it went to 1925, we would buy it. Right now, it would cost me $750 for 1,000 shares. It would cost me $375 for 500 shares, and down and down and down. If I bought 100 shares, it would cost me what? $75. Correct? $75. Now, if we buy this at 75, right now we have a 10 cents. This is not a good stock right now to buy in an option because there's a 10 cents spread. That means that if I buy this at 75, this has got to go from 65 to 75 for me to just break even. Then over that, every penny over that will make me $10. Okay? So if it goes up 50 cents, then I'm going to make, if it goes up 50 cents times 1,000 shares, I make $500. All right? Just remember, 1,000 shares makes you $10 a penny. For every penny, you make $10. On 100 shares, you make 10 cents. All right? And that's the way you have to look at all this. But right now, this wouldn't be. I'm just trying to show you did options. So this would not be a good option. But if this was a stock that was really moving very well, what happens when I look at ISSE and I look at here and I look at this for a second and it goes, and this says easy to borrow, so I can short the stock. But what if it said HTB or NTB? Then there's no shorts available, but there is with an option. So if it's an optionable stock, number one, I don't have to pay for the shares. I just have to pay for the option. And what does the option cost? Every option is 100 shares. So if I buy one option, I'm controlling 100 shares. if I control 10 options. So if you look up here right now, see it says 10, that's my default. My default is set, and you can set yours to whatever you want. You can hear that thunder? You can set that. If I lose you guys for a second or two, it's the thunder. All right. So 10 of these, 10 contracts would be 1,000 shares. But right now, like I said, now it's a 15-cent float. I won't touch it. It's too far, and it's not moving enough. So I would go back in to anything but not that, and I'll go back to my stock. So for right now, if I was going to buy the stock or short the stock, I would buy the shares, but I have a large enough account to do it. The idea is for those of you that don't have large accounts, that you are able to control stocks that ordinarily you wouldn't be able to afford. Let's take somebody here who's got $10,000 in their account, all right? And most of the time, all right, let's go and take a look at Tesla. I'm pulling Tesla for an example because a lot of people in this room, all right, trade Tesla, all right? But Tesla's $300. That means if you wanted to control even 500 shares, okay, of Tesla, 500 shares at $300, and 500 is $150,000. Is that correct? So $299, let's say $300, I'm going to round it off, times 500 shares is $150,000. You don't have $150,000 in your account, and even if you had, you'd have to have about, let's say, $40,000 in real cash to control that, because you'd have a 4-to-1 margin. So right now, I can say I don't have that kind of money. Let's go look at Tesla. All right. So I go in here and I bring Tesla up, and if I think Tesla right now is going to go forward, I want to unlink this again. All right, let me unlink this. If I think that Tesla is going to go forward, right now it already hit a high of $299.49. It looks like it may be coming back down a little bit, but let's say I think Tesla's going to go to $300 today. So that means it's going to go about $1.15. So I would go look for a call. Here's my calls. Let's go into this is today's. Now we're not going to hold this overnight, so we want the best price. All right, and right now, if I was going to go for 300, all right, that's $1 something away, I would pay 42 cents a share. So I copied that. All I did was right click. Right now, that's at the money. If you see all this color here, purple, 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 that's in the money. This blue one is at the money, and this one here down here is out of the money. Ordinarily, I would buy this, and there's only a penny spread. There's only a penny to 2 penny spread. This is delicious. This is what I want. And Tesla is a fast moving. So right now, I would lower this down. I got Tesla up here, right? So what I would do, you see Tesla, I can't afford that $298. So if I put Tesla in here, I saved it. I'm ready now. I can do, there you can see. Oh, let me see something. Let's do it that way. Okay, you can see now that there is the option price. Right now, it would cost me 48 cents for Tesla. So if I was to do 1,000 shares of Tesla right now, it would cost me $4,800. That's pretty amazing. So you still don't have $4,800, and you don't want to put your whole account in, because before we said, what if you only had $5,000? You could do 500 right now. 500 would cost you $2,400. And you could even cost average down if you had to, or up one time and buy another 5 contracts. So instead of 10, you would be buying 5 contracts. That's 500 shares times 47 cents will cost you, well, if 1,000 shares is 4,700, right now 46, that's $2,300 for 500 shares. That's half that amount. And you control that. So once you buy this at 46 cents, you know there's a 2-cent spread. There it is. Now we're even. Okay? Anything that goes over 46 on the sell means we're in the money. So right now, I would be down 1 penny, and we said on 500 shares, that would be $5. So I'd be down $5, and it costs 50 cents for each contract. So it will cost me $2.50 for 5 contracts to buy in, and $2.50 to sell off on 5 contracts. So I'm going to lose $5 right off the bat for 5 contracts to buy and sell. And I'm going to lose right now, if I got out right now, I'd be down 2 cents. I would be down $10 because it's $5 per point. So how do I know that? If I have 500 shares, I put 500 and multiply that times 0.01. That's for every penny. and it comes up to $5. If I had 1,000 shares, it's $10. If I had 100 shares, it's 10 cents. Okay? I'm sorry, it's $1. It's $1. 100 shares is $1. 500 shares is $5, and 1,000 shares is $10. Okay? So right now, I'd be losing. I'd be down 6 cents. I'd be down 6 cents. Now I'd be down 4 cents. So if I got to this point here at 40, if it went below, I'd get out and I'd take my loss. So I'd lose about 6 or 7 cents. Okay, times 1,000 shares would be $60, $70 plus the plus the $5 to get in and out. I would lose about $75. Okay, but right now I'm holding. It's still going, and it might go further. It might go back up. Okay, you can see that the high for the day was 95 cents, and we're only at 46. So you can see there's money to be made. All right. So right now, what did I buy? Did I buy a put or call? I don't remember. I'm doing this for you. I do remember. Okay. But you go to the top of the page by the name, and you'll see it says right there, September 9th. 22, 300. It says a call. Okay, I didn't buy it yet. All right, but there it is. That's just the thing. That's just what it's called in the actual thing. Now, let's say it's going down. Okay, and I didn't buy it yet, so I don't need this call at this price. I want something that's going to pay me back quicker, so I can take that out, go to $2.99. Now watch the price from 47 cents. You see it here? Watch this change. You ready? By the way, I'd be even right now. It's going back up. Oh shoot, what happened? Okay, there was no $2.99. Okay, so if I made a mistake, hold on. Let's say $2.99. There might not have been a $2.99 contract. There it is. It shows me the contracts. So 240. Let's see any more. 2.9. Though I have 295, 296. There it is, 298.33. Okay, so you see the price changed. I still now got about 5 cents, 4 cents, but this will move faster, and I'll get paid faster on this. So the closer I am towards the money, okay, the closer I am towards the money. Here's your money. You see that? That was at the money. That's in the money. That's at the money. That's out of the money. So you see these? This is how fast I get paid. You see that one there? So that's why a lot of times if you can afford it, you can buy in the money or at the money, and you'll actually get paid more. It'll move faster to pay you or to lose. Either way, it's going to be faster. So a lot of times people will go out a little further, so it actually moves slower. It may have to move 3, 4, 5, 6 cents, okay, minus 1. It may have to move 10, 11 cents before it moves 1 cent. You know what? Here there's a plus, so it moves 7 cents. It moves a penny. It moves. See how fast this would move here? And then there are things, if you can change this, and you'll have to learn more about the delta, the theta, and the gamma, and what these mean, okay? There's ways to go in here, and I'm not sure how to do it, I forgot, where you can right-click, and then there's a way to get in here to get info, and it'll tell you on the fundamentals or the chart somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where it is, what your percentages is of you winning or losing. I'm not sure where it was. Somebody here showed me, but I forgot how to do it. But you can find the percentages of your chances of winning by buying at different price ranges. Okay? So there's a lot to learn when it comes to Pixie's ripping. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's go take a look at Pixie. All right. So we're going to go in here. And all I do is take that out and put PIXY. And I'm back to my charts. It didn't work. Okay. Let's try it again. It wasn't all out. Pixie. Okay, there we go. There's Pixie. All right, Pixie's running. This is on 3 minutes. Let's go back to 1 minute for a second. So Pixie was running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes ago. Okay, and he told us about 5, so I missed it because I was busy teaching you guys. But Pixie, even 7, it would have been too late because it hit it high and then it came all the way back down. So unless you were able to, Pixie was a stock that ran last week. Pixie. If you look at Pixie in the actual, let's go take a look for a second in here. And if we look at Pixie, we'll put it in alphabetical order. Oh, it's right there in the top anyway. I always like to leave a percentage top high that way. There's your Pixie. It's hard to borrow. So there's no way we could have shorted this stock at this point. All right, with Thinkorswim. All right. And whether or not this is an optionable stock, I don't know. So if I link this back to red, watch this. And I go now to my here. It automatically should put Pixie once I link it. Red, there's your Pixie. And Pixie does have options. So though I was not able to actually do let's say, let me go to 14. Should be at least 14 on the strike. Wow, it didn't move. There's not much available. So the point is, though I couldn't do a short through Thinkorswim, I could do a put. They're expensive. Where's it? Let me get back to the other. Let me get out of that and go to net change. All right, so it is a little expensive, all right, for a stock that cheap. So I probably wouldn't have done it. And the chances of it moving, you can see right here, if you look at the spread, it's way too high. You'd get your ass kicked. So stay away from it. Pixie is good as a stock, but it's a $34 stock. Okay? A lot of you can't afford to trade a $34 stock with small accounts. All right? So, but you can see in a lot of instances where you can't get shorts. So you ever hear people say, Thinkorswim, they're out of shorts. Well, maybe I can get a put and do an option. I'm going to pay 1/100th the price. So where you might have paid most of the time, like Tesla, you pay $290 a share. Okay, now you're going to pay $15 or $13 or $12. Okay, whatever the going rate is at that time. So again, if I look at Tesla, and I want it, Tesla's a stock that has volatility, it moves. So here you go, 50 cents, 56 cents for a put, and 45 cents for a call. That means 1,000 shares is $450. That means a put on 1,000 shares is $56 instead of 300,000 or 150,000. And here's the better thing too: how much can I risk and how much can I lose? If I put up $450 right now for this, all right, for on 1,000 shares is $500. All I can lose is $500. I can only lose what I put up. All right, I can lose my premium. But if you do a short on a stock and all of a sudden that stock ran $5, you can lose an unlimited amount of money on that stock. All right, so options in a lot of ways can be a lot safer, but depending on the option you buy will be how fast or how slow. If I buy an option a little further out, what if I go? A lot of times you hear people say, well, September 9th, let me go look at an option due, let's say tomorrow's the 10th, today's the 9th, that's the 16th, let's look at next week. So if I buy it a week out, okay, and I go to, let's say, here's this, that's next Friday, you can see the prices go up because I have that much more time before it expires. When I have a stock now, look how cheap they are. So I'm not going to stay in this option longer than, I'm not going to stay in longer than 4 o'clock today. There's no PDT when it comes to options, okay? That's the beauty of options. If you have a small account, you have less than 25,000, you can trade 3 trades in a 5-day period, all right? And then every couple of days, one of those will clear. It takes 2 days for a trade on a stock to clear, okay? So every other day, you can trade another one. So if you got a small account, you're down to 1 or 2 trades a day, maybe, okay? If you have a cash account, okay, which you need under 25,000 to trade options, you can trade as much as you want until you used up your cash for that day. But on stocks, it still takes 2 days. On options, if you trade today, anytime from 9:30 in the morning when the options market opens till 4 o'clock when the options market closes, and you're out before 4, your money will clear by 9:30 the next day and you're ready to go again. Okay? And there is no PDT. Are you guys with me? You all got that? So, any other stock? Let's look at another stock. Give me a stock. You know, I like Oxy. Oxy is another good stock that moves, okay? So if I look at Oxy, I put Oxy in there. Let's go look at the stock itself. See, I have it connected here, so it moves it. Look at this Oxy. If I bought Oxy at 117 today, all right, that's 1 hour ago, I would have got in at about $65. There it is, $64.99 on the right. That's 65. And if I got out about here, I would have made a half a point. I would have made a half. I would have made 50 cents. Now, if I bought 1,000 shares of Oxy, that would be $65,000. $65,000 for 1,000 shares of Oxy, okay? But if I went to the option, all right, and if I did a call down here, all right, and if I did a 65, I would have done, let's say, a 66 put. Call. I would have done a 66 call. So I go back to my options. Remember, $65,000. So here, for $66, it would have cost me 9 cents. 9 cents. Is that ridiculous? With a 1 cent spread. So that means that 1,000 shares would cost me $900. For $900, I could have controlled. Is that correct? 1,000 shares. I think that's right. 1,000 shares times 0.09 cents a share is $90. I'm sorry, $90. For $90, that's right. So it's not 90 cents, it's 9 cents. It would have cost me $90 to control 1,000 shares. The same thing, easy to blow it up to. It's easy to blow up any account, but you can always, when you do, let's say if I wanted to do Oxy, right now, I would bet on Oxy coming down. So Oxy to come down to back to 65, 8 cents. That means it will cost me $80 for 1,000. I copy that. Watch how quick. I put it in here. I unclick this. All right. Unlink it. Put it in here. Now I've got a put. Right there it is. 65 put. 8 cents. When I hit this button to buy, all right. One thing I want to make sure is if I have a stop loss. How do I do a stop loss? I come in here, go to single, go with bracket. I unclick the first one. I go to percentage. I make it. Let's say 1%. Let's make it 10%. 10. All right, so I got 10%. I'm saying if it goes down more than 10%, I'm stopped out. So right now, that's it. I'm ready. I've got my stop loss in there at 10%. Why didn't it change here? Hold on. There it is, 10%. It's in there. So it's 10% stop loss. You have to unclick the top and only the bottom, okay? Otherwise, if it goes up, it'll stop you out. All right, so now I've got a 65. If I bought this right now, do I want this number 8 to go up or down? I want it to go up. The higher this goes up, so if this goes up to, let's say the stock drops from where was it at? It drops at 65.50 and it drops back to 65. I would make 50 cents times 1,000 shares, okay, and that would give me $500. That means that this has got to go from 07, okay. There's 1 cent spread, so I lose a penny until I go even. It would have to go up to 58 cents. So when this hits 58, I would make $500. 1,000 shares at 50 cents. And it would have been that easy. It took about an hour before. So that's how easy it is to buy anything, okay? And that's the Oxy. I'm going to link us back right now and get out of the option. Go back to red, and that puts me back to Oxy. So right now, when Oxy went up, it's still going up, and there it's starting to pull back. And right now we're on the 13-day. That's the 13 EMA. I seem to be missing something. There should be, it's not saved. I'm going to put it back. There's a think script. I'm going to show you something. THINK should be 2020-83 right here. There we go. And I'm going to apply it. And this is going to now give me a cloud. You see the cloud here? This is my 13 in the middle. That top part is my 21-day. And that's my 9-day. So without having to put in an extra stuff, that's going to slow my TOS down. The less I put in, the better I am. That's why I took the RSI out. And right now, I can bring this up. And if I look at Oxy, okay, let's put it in alphabetical order. Makes it easier to find. And here's Oxy. It's not even in here. I wonder why it's added there. I didn't take it out. All right, just put it back in. There's Oxy. If I go to Oxy, I can see, number one, it's easy to borrow. But you see the RSI is 46. It's got a long way it can go. At this point, this stock it's not overbought, it's not oversold. It's right there in the middle. Okay, 30, under 30 would represent oversold. Over 70 would represent overbought. And that's how you use your RSI. So if days are slow, I can go like this and bring this to the top and say, this is 75. SEE, it's easy to borrow. This might be a good short. There's a good chance that it could come down. And all I needed to do is come down $1. So I can go 1,000 shares on what's the price? $18? It was $18.90 was the last price. If it comes down $1, I can make $1,000. It's very possible. It's already overbought. We see it's overbought. Next one, DMS. That's a stock that went up this morning. I wasn't here, but I know I saw it on the chart because I always check. There's another stock. It's slightly overbought. It could come down in the next day or so. And if I bought any one of these stocks now, there's a good chance they're going to come down enough that I can make money. I can swing trade stocks like this. I can take stocks that are down here. I don't like to deal with DWAC anymore, but I can take stocks like NVIDIA and say the stock here is, how much lower is it going to come? It should go back up sooner or later. But it's an expensive stock, so I'm not going to swing trade, and I don't swing trade options because I'm not smart enough yet. Or let's just say I am smart enough, I'm not experienced enough. So I'm not going to put myself into that trap, okay? There are some people who are very, very good, okay, and I put this back to the high. And I work this, and when I'm connected to here, like you see, number one, I'm connected. So what I can do, all right, is I can go up and down my chart to see what stocks. That's a stock that, look at my lines from earlier. They're no good anymore. I remove my drawings because they're there's two drawings. Okay, one, and remove this one. Remove the drawing. Because no longer it's changed, okay? This is my VWAP. See, here's my VWAP. I got to save this another time. One day I got to go through them, make them barrel back to one. But there's one, and the same thing with this. I can go into here, change my 13, make it to 1, so it doesn't overpower my chart. All right, so you can see it's thinner now. And in here, I don't. Here's your think. That's the think script. You see the 21 day, and the bottom of it's the 9. So right now, it's not playing any part in here. It's there. You can see it there. It's right there. You see the green? Right there. So that's your 21 where my thing is, and that would be the 9 day, and the 13's in the middle. All right. I don't really need it, but it looks good. Sometimes you can watch the stocks go right above it. So like this is 21 day. I would say this is probably an average of 23 day. You know, you can do that. You can figure that out. That's the average over the last 23 days on a, let's say on a daily chart. So, we can look up here too. You see the 50 day, 135. Here's your 200 days, 287, and here is your 13 EMA with $1.39. All right, we're already past that. So the only thing that they would be shooting for, if the stock was to go up, would be back to the 200, which was 287. Now, I wasn't here this morning. The stock went up this morning. Did it make it? No, it didn't. So if you look at the high for the day, it never made the 287. So that's it. It just went past the 50 and it went past the 13, but it never made the 200. It probably wasn't enough, and I don't know what it looks like. So if I was to go look into Yahoo Finance right now, let's see if I can put another one up here for a second. I don't want to lose what I've got. And I put this in, and then I'm going to look at DMS for a second. Give me a second. Come on. I'm the wrong computer. Okay. I got two computers and two, I'm going to put the DMS. I'm looking at Yahoo Finance, and I can see now the high of the day hit a high of 235 and had a day's range from 185. So it didn't move that much. And it did have some news 22 hours ago. Receives non-binding go private proposal, whatever that means. Okay? So, and those are important factors. Always want to look at what the float on the stock is. That's going to tell me how fast, when the stock gets volatile, and it gets a lot of motion going to it and a lot of oomph, they're going to tell me how fast it's going to move, okay? The higher the float, the slower it moves. But we've seen stocks with very high floats get a lot of the mob and get the momentum and move very, very quickly. So it's all in proportion to what it is. So if the volume is intensely, if you got 200 million shares of a stock being traded in a day, there's a good chance that stock's going to move. Look at DMS moving right now as we're looking at it, okay? So if you had bought DMS, let's say right here this is at 14, that's at 215. If you bought the stock at 215, it's gone up. It looks like more than it is. You won't make any money on this stock. That's for sure. So I won't even look at it. But I like Oxy because Oxy goes up. I can make money on Oxy on any given day. And you can look at this. I can take it down. I can take it up. Take it down. And all of a sudden, when the SPY went up, if I went and I looked at the SPY, I'm willing to bet it looks something like this. Okay? So if I bring my SPY up, and there you go. At a certain time, it's just started to go up. When it went up, Oxy went up. Doesn't mean that Oxy always goes up when the SPY goes up, but mostly it's a stock that does go with the SPY or the S&Ps. It will follow them. And you have to get used to knowing what stocks follow and what stocks don't. Okay, so if you look at stocks, let's say like SQQQ, we know that when the SQQ goes the opposite of the SPY, you see it? So when the SPY started to go up over here, SQQ went down. Now, if I look at TQQ I think goes up. Let's see, and there it is. You see, it's exactly the same way it looks on the other one, but the opposite direction. So as TQQ goes up, as the SPY goes up, TQQ goes up. As the SPY goes up, SQQQ goes down. Then you have ETFs, other ones. And there are people that just play things like SPX, okay? They'll play, these are ETFs, they're acquisition company. That's SPK. I want SPX. SPX. Okay, so you can see this is the S&P 500. Now, this is $4,000. I can't afford $4,000, but what if I took this stock, which I know I can trade and make money, and I put it in here, and I said it's going up, it's $6.40. That means 100 shares, okay, is $6,000, right? $6 times 100 is 600. It's 640, so it'd be 650. But 1,000 shares would be $6,500. Okay, so for 1,000 shares, I can control the SPX. Okay, and I have a 25,000 plus account, so I can trade this all day long, even in options, in, out, in, out. Okay, as long as I make money and my account stays over, they're going to let me do it. All right, and that's the beauty of having a larger account. If I thought it was going to come down, I can go here and say, well, this is 20 cents, this is a dime. I can go down, it's going to go to 40.60. Right now it's at 40.69. I want it to go down $9, not 9 cents, $9. And it could move like that very quickly. So if I bought this right here at 340 on 1,000 shares is 30, what is that, $3,400, right? If I bought that and it goes $9 and it goes $8, that just went $1. Okay, that would have been $1,000 right there. If it went $1, it's $1,000. If it goes $8, $5, that's $5,000. You can make $5,000 in 30 minutes, so or less, quick on stocks like the SPX and the SPY. You can also lose, but that also comes down to something called timing. So you look at this thing here, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to go back to the map for a second here, and if I had made my graphs, all right, earlier it would have been different, but right now, there's my high. I'm going to go up here, 470. There it is, 55. Bingo. Okay, we're still on a slight up climb. Okay, and if I take this from here, let's see, I got the bottom from here and from there. It looks like we're getting ready to squeeze. It's going to go one way or the other. This could go up. We've already hit a high of 47.55. We're at 40.69.86. So it just came down almost $1. When it hit the bottom point there, it did come down more than $1. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. In 1, 2, 3, this is 1 minute. So in 1, 2, 3 minutes, that was a whole dollar on 1,000 shares. That would have been $1,000 on the SPX, and all you would have put up, okay, betting on that it was going down with a put, okay. There's your puts. We wanted to go. It would have been a 465 put at $4.50. All right. There would have been a 20-cent spread. So even if it was $1, you would have made 80 cents. You would have made $800. Do you understand that? Are you all getting this? Okay. I see I've been missing some questions. Sounds easy to grow a small account with options. Absolutely. This is the only way to really grow a small account with options. But you need to know how to trade stocks first. If you don't know how to trade stocks, day trading type stocks, then you're going to do just as bad on options. Maybe. It all comes down to learning timing. I can teach you everything you need to know on how to make money, but I can't not teach you timing. When I see a stock like this going up, and let's say it's easier to take a stock down than it is to go up because we never know how high. But here, hit a new higher day. When that higher day came up, because down here, we were at 469.78. When we hit 70, we had a higher day here, here, here. That's a good time to short the stock. When you hit those higher days, especially when you're getting over a new point like 68, 69, 70. It's like the SPY going 397, 398. Where do you think it's going? Traders are trying to push that to 400. So when it gets to 400, I'd wait a little bit because it could go to 401, 470 cents. There's the point, and that's what happened yesterday, was where you wanted to short that stock. You have to time it perfectly. Otherwise, you're going to do like Deck, and a lot of times he gets in too soon because it hits a new higher day, and he doesn't wait a little bit longer to see if it's going to make the next step like this stock is doing right now. Look at it. I told you after it came back down, it's going to go, and what did it just do? Just what I just said. There's your new higher day, 470. Now, before it already came down at 471.38. Look at this, 40.71. It just went up. It should show me a new high. Look below. Look down here. It's not showing me that. That is weird. It should be showing me. Let's go to 3 minutes. There's 470. Let's go back to 1 minute. 470. But look, the price just said 471 a second ago. It said 470. Oh, I didn't see it. It halted. Did this halt? This halted. The SPX halted? Holy shit. Did I say that? I did. STG, SRT. It can't halt. These don't halt. S&P 4. This didn't halt. It's not moving. It's moving. There it goes. Okay, it's showing 470. And look at it says down here, 471. This is wrong. There's a delay here with Thinkorswim. Look at that. 470, 470.98. That says 87. This should say new higher day. But you can see, remember I told you before, it's got an ascending triangle. That means every time it comes back down and it goes up, it's making higher lows. And that's what we look for in a stock. And then we try to time it so when it hits a new high a day, every time, there it is, 470.87. When it hits a new high, that's when you want to short it. It'll come down 50, 70, 80 cents. You can make quick money and then you get out. It's a scalp. 40, 50 cents. Scalp it, get out of it. And then you can go the other way and take it up. So what you could have is, like right here, the SPX, I don't know if I'm in it. Let's see what it says. There is the put, okay? So the put would bring me down. I didn't want to, hold on, this one here is connected. I don't want that. Unlink, SPX, SPX. Okay, so right now I know it's a 470.81. It's dropping, and that's where I would have made money. Look how cheap this is. That's 4 or 5 cents a share. Okay, so if I bought 10 contracts, it's 1,000 shares at 5 cents. That would be what? $500. 1,000 shares is no, it's $50. $50. See how cheap it is to buy on the SP? Oh, that's Oxy. No wonder there's a problem here. I was saying there's something wrong. If I go back into, sorry about that, I lost the chart. If I go back in here and I go back to SPX, sorry, I lost it. I was going to say, that is way too cheap. SPX. Okay, come on. It's the S&P 500. Come on. All right, September 9th. I wouldn't buy it this day anyway at this time of the day. But if I wanted to go back down to, let's say, 40.65, it would cost me $5.40. All right, so 100 shares, all right, is what? 100 shares is $550. 1,000 shares is $5,600. All right? And all I would do is copy that. So if I wanted to go down, I would copy this. If I think it's going to go higher, there's your 470. I can buy in the money, but I'd buy a little lower, and there's only a 20 cent. So I would buy this right here, thinking that it's going to go higher. And when would I buy this thing? Hold on. I missed it. When would I buy it? Like now, when it comes down. You see where we're at? It just did. Look at that dump. So if you were in that put, like I told you to be in before, look at this, 467. You just would have made $3 times 1,000 shares. You would have made $3,000. Okay, that's how quick. Look how that fell. But right now, I'd buy in. But when would I buy in? Would I buy in here, or would I wait for one more green slightly above? And that's what I probably do. When this thing hits, if it goes to 468, I'll buy in. I could buy now, but it's risky. It has a lot of way it could fall too. So I gotta wait. And it's still going up. You see it? It's still going up. 77, there's your 468. It just ran. This thing just ran from 467 to 460. It ran. See how fast? That just ran $1. This is money on the SPX, and that's what I said to you. When it makes a new high, you short it. When it comes down like it just did, you go long. And if you time this right, you'll make more money in the long run. You will lose. You will lose sometimes, but if you do it this way and you get that timing, here's your second green. See your second green? Higher than the first? In. 468.28. What to buy right now? And it's already, look at it. Look at the prices that they're selling at. It says 468.79. I must be missing something here. Watch. Let me open it up. There you go. And let me make sure this is correct. 34.40. Let's see. Is it 40? 44. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, 40. It just came back a little. Came back. But there, let's see if we can keep support here at 467. 40.67. If you get support there, then you want to do a call going long, praying that it's going to come back up again. Okay, and here's my old line. I can remove this drawing here, and I can make a new drawing from here to, there's my new support right there. All right, which would be right around 40.65, but it's really around I should have made it a little higher. Should be 40.67. Okay, so at 40.67 we have support right now. This thing could run one more time. Now you got to watch the SPY. SPX and the SPY. Let's see. I believe they run together. Let's see. because your SPX is your what do you call it? Yeah, they do. They run together. So the SPY pulled back the SPX. The SPX is your S&P 500. That's what it is. But you can't afford it as the SPX, so you buy it as the option. Do you all getting this? Does this make sense? I know I talk fast when I get excited. What do we got? Shares and options. If you haven't been profitable with shares, don't touch the options. Well, yes and no. I've seen people never been profitable going long, yet they do so much better going short. I'm profitable with shares. I've grown a small account twice. I was just curious. Okay. Do you trade? Then you know what? Start slow. Listen, you don't have to buy big amounts of options to make money. What you do is you buy small amounts of options. Okay, one contract is 100 shares. That's the least you can buy. So buy one contract and play with that. So if you have a loss, your losses will be minimum. If you have a gain, your losses will be minimum. But at least you won't lose a lot of money. And that's what you're trying to do. The important thing is that you're trying to reduce your risk. That's what traders do. Remember, gamers play to win, gamblers play for profit, but traders trade to reduce their risk. Does that make sense? And this stock still wants to go. I told you to buy it at 467. Right now you'd be up 43 cents, 44 cents, 46 cents. So right now you'd be up over a half, 70 cents. You could get out right now. Right now, I wait. Right now, you're up. There you go, bingo, out. 80 cents, 90 cents. There you go. You'd be up $1,000 on 1,000 shares, almost, a little less. That's how quick. That is how quick. But look at the spread. You got 466, 470. You got to watch this carefully. So when you get out, and that's why you don't want to do a market order. I'd rather get out with partial shares and get the rest out later because it can jump so fast. Look at that. There's a dollar spread there. A dollar spread on $1,000 is not a lot. On a $4,000 stock, $1 is not a lot, folks. But it's that dollar that makes you money. It'll go up, it'll come back down. You see here? Went up, it went a little green higher, came down again. Went up, wait for the pullback, then go forward. Okay? Right now, I told you to buy before 467. You would have been out at 468. It's coming back. Look at that. Look. That's why I love this stock. You really remember you're only paying $4.50 a share. So $4.50 a share, all right? At $4.50, even $5.50, all right? Just because one's a little higher than the other. $5.50. If it was $5.50 times 500 shares, would run you $2,700. So if you have a $5,000 or $6,000 account, you could do 2 trades. But that's all you're going to need. You do 2 trades. Here you go. Look at that. I told you to buy at $4.67. Now you're up $2 with $1 spread going the right way. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ready? When this hits 470, get out. Well, get out now. You just made $2,000, $2,500, $2,300, $2,400. That's where you're at right now if you got out. If you got it when I told you at 4,067, look at this. Okay? Can you make money with options? Are you making this kind of money with stocks? You could have doubled your option account, your other account right now. You can get out and say, you know what? I just had a nice weekend. I just made $2,000 thanks to Active Trader. Told me when to get in and where to get out. I'm telling you where to go, folks. Have a nice weekend. I did my job. I showed you how to buy options. I showed you how to buy an option and put in a stop loss, single, with bracket, unclick the first one, go for percentage. There you go. That says 1. You want to make it 10. All right. So it'll be 1, 0, and delete. That's 10%. There you go. There's a 10% stop loss. So if it went back, you might have been stopped out because it did drop down one time to 40.66. That's why I don't like stop losses sometimes. I like to just hold on. But holding on can cost you a lot of money sometimes. You just don't know when it's going to pull back too fast. But right now, if you bought at 40.67, you're still up right now over $1,000 on 1,000 shares. All right? 1,000 shares was only $4,500. Remember, if we look at that, remember the call was to go to 40.70, 530. It was 530 and 4 something to come down. That's pretty damn good. These are cheap compared to the price of the actual stock. That's $4,000 a share, or 360. You could have bought 360. You could have bought the 4075. It won't grow as fast. Look at this. This would double the fast. This will grow twice as fast, or it'll go down twice as fast. All right, remember that. But when it goes up, those numbers in here, it's these numbers in here that change faster if you buy it closer to the money. The further out you buy it from the money, the slower these numbers turn. It has to go up a certain amount for this to turn. Does that make sense to you guys? Does anybody have any questions? I wasn't even on today. I'm just going to go to 3 o'clock. So I just wanted to, let's see. I wasn't even going to come on today, you know? I just decided, I got wound up a little, and it was really nasty out. Decided I just didn't want to drive around. Anybody has any questions for me? Number 1, risk management. That's the level of risk. What you're willing to lose. Number 2, stock selection. How do you use your stock scanners? Stocks that move 30%. Stock scanners, real time, floats under 50 million, floats 100 million tops. That's for big stocks when you're using, like these type of stocks, SPXs, the big cap stocks. Breaking news. We are hunters of volatility and managers of risk. I love that. I'm going to write that down. We are hunters of volatility and managers. I'm going to put this in capitals. Managers of risk. This is very good. These are some notes I took. I don't even know where I got them from. We are hunters of volatility and managers of risk. It's up to you how much you win or how much you lose. Scanners, Trade Ideas Pro. First, look at the gappers for the day. Once I have my picks, second, go to the level 2 for 9:30 open. High-low day momentum scanner. Did you trade today? Actually, I did not. I was out this morning. I had doctor's appointments. So I wasn't even going to come in today at all. I figured it was going to be a slow day. And I came in. You could see a little after 1 o'clock. I opened up the doors here at 1:27. And I've been rattling off to you guys for a little over an hour and a half. For no reason at all other than I can. You know? It's nice that you can go and... I got to ask you all a favor, okay? I finally hit the 350 mark. Let me see if I'm... Let's see, active trader is AT. I finally hit 350 subscribers. Took a while to get over that 349 mark. If you go... Let me see, it'll come out in a second. Give me a second. There it is. If you open this up, on the top right, it says paid, and on mine it says host. But on yours, it'll say subscribe. To the right of paid, it'll say, and it's free. It's not paid for you. It'll say host. It'll say subscribe or subscribed. If you can go out of there, you can go in. Okay, I'll give you an extra page so you don't have to lose this page. All right, and let's see. Hold on. Just give me a second. Give me a second, and I'm going to give you the page. Okay, lobby. Here we go. If you go here, you can go to my name. All right. And what I'm asking you to do is one thing. Open this up. It'll open it up on a different page. Go to the top where it says host, where it says subscribe or subscribed. If it says subscribed, you're good. If it says subscribe, hit the button for me so it brings it up a little bit, okay? This way I get credit for the amount of people that are in my room that haven't subscribed before. And eventually when I come out with my book on all the tricks I've learned, like you see all the pages here, all the stuff here is actually going to go into a book one day. And I have about 200 pages of stuff that I've got to combine into the best stuff for you guys, like a trading pamphlet, things that I've learned over the last 5 years. I have kept an active journal going. And one couple of weeks I'm going to take one day and I'm going to put it all into an e-book where I'm going to give it away free only to my subscribers. So right now you can see, if you look at the top of my page, I've got 350 subscribers. Top left, you see on the top. Which puts me right now in, I think, second place. I don't count Deck because he is the owner here. So thank you guys. I see 4 of you just ran in there and gave me 4 more. I'm catching up. Like AK has 596. He's been doing this for like 2 years longer than I have. And the Don has 165. Juan trades. He's doing pretty good. Good kid. I like him. 209. Sean stopped doing it. He would have been up there. Sean had a good rap. He used to go over his day at 4 o'clock every day. It was nice. Bull traders. I see we lost Living Like Matt. I guess this wasn't good enough for him. And the Don is still here. So he's got 165. He could overrun me if he would just do a little bit more. He's too quiet, and then he plays music, and then you make it louder to hear him, and then all you hear is the music, and that's wrong. That's why I don't play music in the background. So right now you can see I'm up to the 354, and I'd like to get more, but that's good. I'm past the 350, and I thank you for the support. It doesn't cost you anything. This room is free, and Deck has done that and made it available. I work for Deck. I'm not a full-time employee, but I'm here full-time, and I get paid as a moderator. But it's a very, very nominal. I mean, if you figured it out, it comes out to less than $3 an hour. So it's not that it's a whole hell of a lot. But I also, as all moderators are free, we don't have to pay the monthly. So if you ever become a moderator, you'll never know when it's going to happen. You'll look at your name one day and it'll just turn colors. I did not ask to be a moderator. That was almost 4 years ago. I just one day. Back then we used to use this better color. It was green. It was a nice color green. I'm only red in here because this is my room, so I am the moderator. But I'm yellow in Deck's room. I'm yellow in Living Like Matt's room. I'm yellow in Don's room and AK7. I'm a moderator in most rooms. And that's by their choice of making me moderator. Because I'm one of the few that polices the room. I find it's very important that people will put... Look how the SPX is coming down. So if whoever's doing a put on this and they're watching the SPY, and the SPY has got to be coming down right now. So if you went into... Let's see, did I open it before? Let's see. I think I did. If I open this up, look at this. This was at 409. See where it was up there? Now I'm going to redo this. Boom, boom. Watch it go down. Nope, still 403. So I don't know why it's going down. Your S&P's up. Why would the SPXs go down? That doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Facebook. Yeah, it's going up. It is going up. Let's see, Deck's not around. He's gone. Okay. It's going down. It's going up. So I don't understand why the actual... if I look at the SPY, the SPY is kind of like it's consolidating at this time. If we actually went and let me take that off the page there. I don't need this up here. If I take this and I change one letter, make that a Y, and delete the last one. All right. If you look at the SPY right now, let's see. Okay, hold on. There we go. It hit a high just about the same time as the SPX. It pulled down a little bit, came back up, but it's still consolidating. So if you look here, let's see, even from here. Okay, 406, and bring it to here, boom, straight across. It's not doing much. And here's your bottom here, and let's go to about right there. So right now we're still on an upward trend, slight upward trend. Okay. So every time it comes down, what it's doing, you see it made higher lows, and it's about the same. It did come down here, but it came back up here. So you had a higher low than over here. So if you bring this across, it's a higher low. It came back down, but what's it going to do? And that's timing. If you could time it, you see these arrows? You wouldn't have known till here. But if you could time it right, you could have made money. So between here, let's say, between here, when it hit a high here, 406.82. And here, you have 406.38, you would have made about 40 cents, 50 cents. That's a half a point. So if you do that, okay, then you can make money. Now, right now, when it hit the bottom here, the only thing we need to know, if you look at the bottom here, and then you look here, look at this, and then follow it across. You see this? So before, there was the resistance right there. So the old resistance became the support. So the old resistance is now support. You see the support here, and here, and here. So right now we know we have support at 406.41. I'm going to say 406.40. We have support at about right where we're at right now. Okay. Can it pull back? Yes. Okay. It could pull back a little bit because we don't know where the momentum is going for the stock right now. Okay. And if you look right now, you can see the volume is only about 18,000 per. if I go into a 5-minute, and a lot of people like to trade on a 5-minute, especially stocks like this, right now it looks like it's going to come back up a little bit, okay? We got a lot of lines because some of these lines were from before, and we redrew. So I'm going to take this off, remove this top line. That's right now. This is old. But you can see old report became old resistance became new support. We talk about that, all right? So if I want, I can take all my lines off here. I'm going to leave that one. I'll tell you why. I'm going to leave it, but I'm going to bring it down to about 3 minutes. Otherwise, my day's going by too fast. And you can see the support straight across. Boom, 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 boom. You got support there, and then you got another support right here. You see it below? Let's go under, and right there. And it still brings us all in. You see the 21 and the 9-day. Between the 9 and the 21. Here's your 9. Here's your 21. So that whole candlestick was within the 9 and the 21. I don't know what it's doing here, but it's above the 21. You see it? You can follow it. It's staying between the 9 to 21, the 9 to the 21. And it's been predictable. It's been predictable since about 1 o'clock. And if you look even before, here, okay, earlier, there's your 9, there's your 21, there's your 21 day. So you can see that this is staying predictable to a 21-day average. Look at it on the top. 21 day. When it falls, it's right around the 9, right below, okay? Right around the 9, it falls below. What does it do each time? So you can follow the patterns and see what is it going to do. And it looks like it's going to pull back up. But, again, this is a Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wouldn't be taking those kind of risks between you and me. And I would call it a day. It's a good time for learning. All right? Does it make sense? Anybody have any questions? Do you like what I'm showing you? Is it repetitious? Is it helping? Is it something you're going to write home to mom about? Mom! I don't have a mom. My mom left us. I'm 68. Look at all the energy. I'll be 68 in November. My mother died at 57. So imagine how young she was. She was really young. It's not fair. And long live the Queen. Long live the Queen. She was the best of the best. She really was. Okay. And you look at what she did for her country, and you look what our leaders today are doing for our country. It's pathetic. I need to keep a wastebasket with a barf bag in it. All right. And look, there it's coming back again. So you can see SPX dropped. It dropped as low as 406.25. Now we're 406.25 or 44. My other one, it looks so much more. Oh, you know why? I was on the 1 minute on the one below. So if you look at the 1 minute, it looks like it went a lot more. So it went from, on 1 minute, it went from 406.30 up to 46. And you can see again, right to the bottom of the 9-day. Now we're at the 9-day. And that's where we're holding right now. So it's kind of predictable. But it's a little late in the day for me to take the kind of risks that, I'm not in the green today. I'm not in anything today. I did not trade. I'm in the green yesterday. Yesterday, I did 3 trades. I won all 3. I did one on Pixie in the morning, but I got out really quick. I only made like 13. Then I made 170 on 2 options trades. I just did it to get on the board. I wasn't going to trade yesterday, but I did. I didn't trade for a week before that. I stopped for a while. I just stopped. Because I had a couple of bad days and it was my own fault. I took a spanking. I chased. I did exactly what I tell you guys not to do. And let me tell you what, it cost me. It did. It cost me. So, you know what? Live and learn. Boom. Let's see. Drawing new lines on another chart. Let's see if it comes on this chart. Let's see. If I put it in red, it will. There you go. Let's see. What happened to it? That was weird. Hold on. That was really strange. Changed my whole chart. Let me just see. I gotta see something real quick. Price axis, manual, auto, fit high or low. Apply. That's no good. Take that out. Apply. Let's go down 10%. Let's see if that works. No, let's gotta go the other way. 0. Let's go 20. Apply. Okay, got it. That's much better. Okay. I'm still looking at my support. I'm going to take it away for now. But pretty much you can see it's holding to that support that I drew, which was the first support. And then this is the second support here. And if you follow it across, okay, on this support on here, boom. And if you follow that across, you'll see there's a high resistance point right there, okay? You can see where it went once and it went twice. It didn't make it a third, so that was resistance. That resistance now became this support, all right? And you can see that 1, 2, 3, 3 times it's supported there. So we have support 2 places, but it's a chamber. It's a channel, I mean. And there's a channel where this is running between 406.26 and 48.50 cents for now. And then all of a sudden you can see, boom, this thing might shoot up, or people might just take their profit and say, you know what, it's Friday, I've had enough. I'm going to take my money and run so I don't get caught, or, you know. And you can see, if you look at the level 2, let's raise this up a little bit. And you can see the level 2 goes as far down as, I don't worry about that, but you can see 406.66. They're keeping it tight. And then look on the other side, they're keeping it tight up. So this is being manipulated right now. I think it's done. You got about 3 or 4 people probably manipulating this stock and keeping it balanced. It's consolidating. Nobody knows what we want to do right now. And you have to watch now, like FinViz. So if you looked at FinViz right now, you'll see. Remember it was 414, so it came down a little. Let's see what it's doing. 400. It's coming back a little bit, but still very, very green day, very positive day. And that's it. I'm not coming back up with this again. I know what I wanted. The blue and the red lines. The blue and the red lines. I don't have blue and red lines. What are you talking about? I have green lines. Arrows? What are you talking about, blue and red lines? I have no blue and red lines. I don't know what you're looking at. Does anybody know what he's talking about? Below the chart. Oh, you're talking about this stuff here? This in here? This is the Squeeze Pro. You don't have that program. Those are not those lines there. It tells me when a stock is going down, 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 and when it starts to turn here, here, and when the dot color starts to green, I know it's going to squeeze up. And there you go. You see the 2 green? Now you see what's happening here? That's why this is a great program. It anticipates and takes in what we can't see. It takes in the time in the sales. It takes into consideration with the SPY. There's also the Kettner and the Bollinger Bands, and it takes all that together to give me a signal that says I should buy. So it said I should buy really about right there, okay? So right there would have put me right there. There's your changeover. That would have been about 50 cents, and now we're up to 77. That was a buying signal. And when you learn how to use this program and see how great it is, you'll want to buy it from me. Thank you for the... I know. I came in late because I had the doctors this morning, and there was nothing going on. I figured I'd give a couple of lessons. There's always somebody here who wants to learn, and I think that's so awesome. I do. And I love to be the one to do it. So... amen. I was trying to find the, let's see. I changed a whole bunch of stuff in my, I had to take it out of my C drive. So now when I'm looking for some stuff, I can't find it. I have to look in the volume. Let's see. The bell's probably in here. There it is. So we're 1 minute out from power hour. There we go. So, yeah, it's been a nice day. I got in about, I don't know, a little after 1:15, 1:20 I started. 1:30. Let's see. So we got a nice bunch of people in here. Deck ran already. He's gone. He never stays long. But I thank you all for the support here. We got Tommy, C, and Starbeam, and Let It Ride, G Mario, Daryl 14, Storm, Scooney, Royal 5, Joey K, J Bar, Fund Manager, Engineer. There's probably a few more. D Sarley. I can't see them all. Catalyst Trading, I can't see all. I'd have to go letter at a time to see them all. If I go to A, it shows me that Adrian's still here, and then B, nobody's got a B. C, we got Catalyst Trading. D, we got DeSarli and Darryl. E, oh, we got Engineer 2000. F, we got the Fund Manager. G, and you can go through every letter. There's no G. There's no H. There's no I. There's no J. Yep. We got Jay Mario, Joey K, and J Bar. Joey K, by the way, was one of the greatest helps to me. If you don't know him, you should get to know him. He's very good with options, and he taught me. He gave me the enzyme I needed to be able to get from the step of learning options to doing options. And he spent about 45 minutes on the phone with me one day, and that was it. The next day, I traded options and I won. And I lost a lot of money, Joey. I got to talk to you about that. You owe me some money. No, I'm kidding. I did lose some money, but I won some money too. You know what? Until you get it right, you get that timing, and learn 3 things. Don't chase, don't revenge, and if you don't feel good and you're not winning, step away. Step away and don't try to get even. Whenever you try to do that, you will lose. Promise. I know. Firsthand. Firsthand, I know. How do you get your EDB to show at the top bar on TOS? Easy. I'm going to show you, Scooney. So, let's say I've got this open here, right? I want them all to the top. I hit this right there. Just click. Bingo. See them all? All together. Now, better than that, let me show you what I got. I have been accumulating for the last 2 years E-shortable stocks. So, in here, and look, a couple of them disappeared, like NVX, no longer. So, I take it out. Boom. NVAX, no longer shortable. I'll take it out. So see all the rest of these? Look. There's about 200 shortable stocks at any given time. There's a lot more. I'm going to show you something. What you can do, you want to build up a list? So what you do is you go into your scanner, all right? I'm going to bring my scanner out, especially on a very busy day. I'm going to detach it. I'm going to bring it over. Now watch this. What I did is I added in here. It says Sizzle. I go in here. I open this. I customize. And you see I added in HTB and RSI. Also, I put in mark percentage change. I moved them up so they're on the top. All right. Remember, HTB, RSI, and mark percentage. I added those. And now in here, when I do a scan, watch what happens. You see all these? Now, if there were a lot more stocks in here, there could be. I could go up. Let's say I could bring this down to 3%. Let's go to 3%. Let's go to a minimum of 20,000. Okay. We just want to get more stocks in there, 20,000, and let's bring this up to 15 bars. Let's go 20. Watch what happens. Ready? So I go to 20, and I take this and I move it to about 500. All right, and I scan. Watch. It should bring me in a lot more stocks. There's not much going on today, but if I go in here and click this, and there's all my ETBs, I can go across and take all these, start making a list of all these, and I can put them into a watch list and make a watch list. And every day you grab them, and then after a while you put them in alphabetical order. So once you got all your ETBs, you go alphabetical order, and then your ETBs will be in alphabetical order, and then you don't have to do duplicates, okay? So all I'm trying to tell you is you can start building your own list like I did. I stopped doing it, and there's so many more. So when people say there's no stocks in TOS to you can't short, wrong. There's a lot of stocks to short. You just don't know which stocks that are, and you don't have to call them up and say, how much is it going to cost me? It doesn't matter. They're so inexpensive. They are so inexpensive that it doesn't matter. It's not even worth asking. When I say inexpensive, $4 for 1,000 shares. They're cheap. All right, and this is what's going on right now. And right now, there's no ETBs. But you see how I changed my list and I tweaked it, and all those ETBs came up. So use your scanners. This is a stock hacker. Okay. We also have an options hacker. It does the same thing as the stock hacker. Plus, what it does different is if a stock does not have an option, it won't put it in that list. It's only for stocks that are optionable. Okay? So for those of you who are looking for volatile option stocks, use your option hacker. You just go to scan, and the first one on the left is stock hacker. The second one is options hacker. And you can set them up the same way you set up the stock hacker, okay? And one day, maybe Tuesday, what I'll do is I'm going to give a whole brand new lesson on how to use your Thinkorswim scanners, and I'm going to spend 1 hour. How to use your scanners, how to set up your ETB list, how to make the list, and how to do all that. And I'm going to go into that on Tuesday. All right? That sound good? I'm not going to make that the whole day because I'm still going to continue to teach you how to draw your trend lines, how to buy and sell options, how to put your stop loss in. Listen, even on here, let's say I was buying Navex, $31. I do a right click in here. I go down to buy custom, all right, and I go to with stop, and then I come in here and I unlock. Now I go in here and I make this 25 cents less. So what's 25 cents less? $31, and let's say 90, 80, 70, 70, 65 would be 66. 66. Okay? Enter. Now I'm 25 cents. Now when I unlock this, whatever happens, this will be 25-cent difference. I have a stop loss now for 25 cents on 100 shares. If I want to do 500, I do 500. Now, anytime I change stocks, right? If I change stocks, watch this. If I go to GovX, as long as this, it says 100, make it 500. When I bring it up now, watch this. Buy custom with a stop limit. Now I got 500 with the name of that stock. Now, this will always be $1 difference. Open this up, it'll be $1 difference. But I've already set these up. So once I change it and I make this now, let's say $1.46. That's 25-cent difference. I think I put a comma in there. 46 cents. All right, that's 25 cents. Unlock it. Now we do, oh, it didn't help. It didn't hold. It didn't hold. Let's lock it again and make it, let's see, $1. That's no good. I don't get this out of there. $1.46. Enter. Okay, now I take off the lock. Watch. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working. That's really strange. Okay, let's try it one more time. $1.46. Alright, and unlock. There it goes. Now it's holding. Now, when I have this already made up, for any stock ever, I go in here and I bring this over and it says save as 500 shares, 25 cent stop. I hit the save button. I'm not going to do it because I have too many already. Alright, and then the next time I come in, I go buy custom and I go across and I go to 500 riggers and I'm all set. All I got to do is hit the unlock button and hit confirm and send. And there's my 25-cent stop loss. That's how quick. There's no excuses not to have a stop loss, okay? That's how quick you can do this. I just hit confirm and send. Boom, I'm in at $1.71. If this goes up, I make money. If it goes down, I lose money. If it goes down 25 cents, I'm stopped out. 25 cents on 500 shares is $125. So I'm willing to lose 125 and I'm trying to make a minimum of 300. Okay? So I'm looking for volatile stocks. I'm not going to just buy GovX to buy it. I'm going to buy a stock that I think is going to give me, and right now I don't know any stocks that are really happening right now. Because now that I'm looking at my scanner, I still have it open here. ANVS, 1258. ANVS. Let's look at ANVS for a second. Hold on. ANVS. So, ANVS, here we go. It's going up. Right now, I go down to buy custom. Buy cuts, go slow. Go across, hit 500, or I can do 100. See the 100, 200? I can change it. I go in here. I can change it here if I want. All right, I unlock this. There's a 25-cent spread. I can say I'm waiting for a $15.25 pullback. Pulls back, I just buy it. I buy it right here, confirm and send. But you do have to have this auto send on. This would have to be clicked. Otherwise, if you confirm and send and that's not clicked, you'll get another pop-up saying like, are you ready? That's a stop loss on options. I did that before too. Stop loss on options. Okay, one more time. Here's your stop loss here. We do the option, all right? ANVS. Do they have options on ANVS? Let's see. There's ANVS. There's no options. Okay, let's go back and do Oxy. I'm just picking any stock. There's Oxy, all right? There's my price. I think it's going to go, where is it? Right now, we think the SPY's going, oh, I lost it. Oxy. Hold on. What the heck happened here? Hold on. Boom. Okay. Oxy. All right. Today's, it's only 4 cents. Look how cheap. I think it's going to go forward. I copy, right? Now, I don't need this anymore. I go into here, right? It says Oxy there, but I don't want it. I want to unlink my bottom one for a second. Okay. Unlink. Good. I'm going to go in there, and I go Control V. I hit Enter. Now, I've got a 66 call. See the call? 66. But right now, Oxy's at 65.53. Perfect. Okay? Now, I want to do a stop loss. I drop this bar. I go to single. Go to trigger with bracket. I unclick the first one. I put this to percentage. And I make this right there. You see that? I make it 10%. All right, and I'm ready. There's my 10%. I'm ready. I've got it. The same thing here. The minute I open it there, it opens it here. I close it, and I close this because I don't need to see it anymore. And I've got 10 contracts. 10 contracts, 1,000 shares, and I'm ready to buy on Oxy at 4 cents a share. And I've got a 10%. Okay, I can have a 10-cent stop loss. If I put a 10-cent stop loss, okay, 10 cents, 1,000 shares. All right, 1,000 shares times 0.01 equals what? $10. So if I have a 10 cents, that's $100. That's not bad either. If I have 1,000 shares and I have 10%, that's $100 either way. So I can do it the other way too. You see this? That's 10%. I can go to money, all right, plus or minus 10 cents. There's your minus 10. Value offset. It drops 10 cents, I'm out. If I want to get out and making $1, I can click this button now, and then if it goes up $1, it's going to take me out once I make $1. That's my goal. All right. But if I'm going up, I'm going to wait. Now, you can do something else. Okay. I don't think you can do it from here. Let me just think a second. This takes a little bit of thought. Let's see if you can do it. Buy custom, sell custom, buy with stop limit. You can't do a trail. I know it can be done, but I can't see how to do it here. You can do what's called you can do strangles. Oh, I'd set that up. I'm looking for a trail stop. There is a way to do a trail stop on an option, okay, on a call or a put. There's a way to do it. I'm not sure. I've seen it done. I'll have to do a little more information on that. Okay, I just don't remember. I may have to add something. I don't know what it is. But you can do a trail stop. What a trail stop is, you put, let's say a trail stop of 25 cents. So that means every time the stock goes up 25 cents, your stop loss goes up 25 cents. So if the stock goes up, if you have let's say you have a 25 cent stop loss, if your stock goes up 50 cents and then it drops really quick, it can only drop 25 cents because every time it goes up 25, the stop loss goes up. 25, stop loss goes up. When it drops down, it can only drop 25 cents. It comes with you. And the same thing for doing a short. You do it the opposite way. So if the stock goes up, that stop loss going upwise. Okay. Remember, if you're betting on stock to go down, you don't want it to go up. If it goes up, you got to be stopped out there too. Same as if you do going the long way. Does that make sense to all? All right. Did you get your quick lesson on stop loss option? Does it make sense to you? Do you understand how to do it? If you had to do it yourself, could you do it, or I need to show you one more time? You'll have to come back on Tuesday. Need a trend line? Stop loss on option. Need trend line. Yes, always need trend lines. You should always be drawing trend lines. I don't draw trend lines on options. What's his name does? He's really good at it, is the Don. He's got a lot to teach me. He really does. But if you go to stock like Tesla, what he does is he draws, and let's say if you had a Tesla option, he draws different line bars to be stopped out. So he'll draw one. I don't know how to do it. I'm being honest with you. There's a way you can do a whole line. I don't know what the setup is for the trend. There's a Fibonacci fans, regression channels. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if I can build one. 0 minutes, 1 bars. Hold on. He knows how to do this shit. I don't. That's not it. I have a lot more to learn, folks, and as I learn them, I'll teach it to you. But and I do take the time to figure this stuff out. Was that my phone? I heard something. Ooh, probably eBay. Yep, eBay. Still interested? Y networks. Okay, nothing I'm interested in. Okay, I'm going to learn. I got to talk to, what's his name? I have his number. I have the Don. He gave me his phone number. I needed a little couple lessons from him. I'm going to see if he'll give me about 20 minutes of his time one day, or 15 minutes. Because I pick up very quickly. I just need someone to show me. Or, if not, you can go onto the internet and you can go to TOS. You can put in the address bar, TOS, and ask any question. If you can think about it, somebody else has already thought about it. And you can get those questions and those answers on the internet. Just put in Thinkorswim or TOS. It'll come up. TOS, parallel lines, how to draw trend lines, how to do movable trend lines. That's what I want to learn. And you know what? Need trend lines, stop loss. I'm gonna learn some more this weekend. I'm gonna go, because there's some things that I'm not growing. unless I'm growing, I'm going to be going. And if I don't learn more, my brain's going to stop. And I'm still too young. I'm only 67, I'll be 68 in November, and I still feel like I got so much to learn. I really do. And a lot of you guys come in, even new people, 6 months, 3 months in here, they learn certain things that I wasn't even thinking about or I forgot, You should see the notes I've taken. I watched 1,000 hours of videos, day trading videos, the first year, You got to have that mentality, it's important when you don't grow. ASTS is running. Where's it running to? ASTS. All right, the minute he told us, there it is. Now, we're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been running for 10 minutes. Look at the volume. Let's see. I got to make this a little smaller, folks. Hold on. Let's bring this here. And right here we got 6,000, 2,000, 17,000, 5,000. This is a manipulated stock by somebody. If you go in heavy, they're going to drop it on you. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't trade the stock. There's not enough volume for me to get caught up in this stock. Now, it did have news this morning at 8:44, but that was this morning. And I don't think I would touch it. Well, Elon Musk just mentioned it. Not enough people heard it. Because you can tell by the amount of volume. And even if I let's go to 5 minutes volume. All right, 5 minutes. So here we got, in 5 minutes, we only had 37,000. In 5 minutes, 7,000. There's no volume here. I wouldn't touch it. You come in here, who's ever in here putting this, look how slow. Time and sales is not even moving on the 5 minute. Let's go back to the minute. It's not even moving. I wouldn't touch it. No way. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but what is that TV program? Curb Your Enthusiasm. No, listen. Right now, this is Friday at 3:16, and there really isn't much running. Think about this, okay? This is what it all comes down to right now, all right? I'm going to put this in here so you can look at it. Now ask yourself, is it worth it? What's the risk? What's the reward? Do you see the amount of shares being traded right now? Now, another thing, ASTS, okay? Here's my next question that I bet you most people here don't even know. What is the actual float on ASTS? Would you know? Would you believe me if I told you it was 46 million? 46 million float with only less than 40,000 volume in 20 minutes, 15 minutes? That's nothing. This stock's not moving anywhere. And if you look, it did move from, watch this, from here, 1042 up to here is 1067. This stock ran 25 cents. It looks like a lot more than it really is. So I'm telling you, do not be fooled. Be careful. When people come up, no matter who it is, even me, and they give you a link, they give you a stock, all right, and they tell you a stock that's moving, look how much it's moving in penny-wise. Look at the float and look at the volume. Those three things can tell you right there that you don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved in this, okay? So thank you for the alert, but I don't think it's a good one. Does anybody here agree or disagree with me? Adrian's going to start hating me. He won't call me anymore. We're the best of friends. Because I've knocked down the last 2 or 3 alerts he's put up here. And this is the reason why. Okay, I go the extra step. How much is the float? What is the news? How much volume does it have? Okay, and also I can look at ASTS right now. And it says, right now the average volume is 1.3 million. All day it's had 2.2. Okay, it's had a range today of about 60-70 cents, but this is the wrong time. So if I go back and I look at this stock and I go earlier, okay, here we go. This is a morning. The morning, it opened up earlier this morning at 10:04. It jumped to 10:40. It went 30-40 cents. That's what it kept doing. Up, down, but it was never that great of a climb. Here's your greatest climb. 10:40, 10:60. Always 20 cents. 20 cents up, 20 cents down. It's not much. It's been in a channel. And here, 10:40, it looks like a lot. 10:67, 27 cents. That's it. It's not worth it. Okay? It's not worth it because somebody's watching every penny you put in there. And when you go in, they're taking it down. And you're going to get scared. And you're going to get out. And you're going to leave your money on the table. Anybody disagree with me? So I don't even want to watch it, to be honest with you. I don't. I'd rather watch Oxy. I don't know what it's doing, but I'd rather watch it. I'd rather watch the SPY. And even this looks like a lot. Look at this. Here's a stock. 65.30, 70. That's 40 cents. You can make money. You can make money from here to here. Okay? But you cannot make money. All right? You cannot make money without taking a great risk from here to here. That's too much risk for me. And to make 20 cents. Too much risk. Because the minute I come in with a lot of shares, look at the shares. 100, 200, 100, 100, 200. 298, 100. This is all sell. This is all green as buy. Nothing big. Nothing. No 1,000. No 500. So the minute you come in, there's a 500 sell. 955 sell. Because somebody was building it up slow in here. There's no big buy. So you come in with a 500 or 1,000 sell, boom, it's going to go down. It's whatever way you go, it's going the opposite. And obviously, I don't know if this stock has, I don't know if it's in here. I already took it out. ASTS. Let me just, I'm going to put it in my watch list for a second, just to see if it has any shorts. And the answer is ASTS, no shorts, hard to borrow. So it's not the stock I want to trade. Sorry, Adrian. But you understand why I say what I say. It's not just to knock you. It's because I don't believe in it. I don't think it's I don't think it's viable. And you came 10 minutes after it's already moved. Again, you know. It's already moved for 10 minutes. Where's it going to go? It's on a Friday, 3:20 in the afternoon. I'm done. I'm done, folks. I'm finished. There's 31 of you here right now. Go take your wife, your daughter, your children, your mother. Go take somebody out to dinner. Go take them for a walk. Have a beautiful weekend. And you know what? We're going to see you all here on Monday morning for Money Monday. Anybody interested? Money Monday. Okay, also, one more time, if you haven't already signed up, okay, if you have not signed up for my live stream, it doesn't cost anything, there's no fees. What I want you to do, please, is to go to, hold on one second, I was in the middle of doing something that I'll tell you. Okay. If you haven't, oh, I put an ALM in there. I can't believe I did that. Hold on one second. I don't like that. I don't like when things are wrong. Okay. There you go. Anybody who has not signed up for my or subscribed to my live stream, please take 1 second. Go here. If you click on this, oh, it does take you out of my page. No, it doesn't. It opens up another page. And what it does is you'll see Active Trade will come up on the left, and it should say subscribe or subscribed. If it says subscribed with a D at an end, you're fine. If it says subscribe, then hit the button and subscribe. Okay? That's all I'm asking. Please take 2 seconds and just subscribe to this. And then when one day, Adrian and I are going to get together, and he's going to help me put my, if he's still talking to me, he's going to help me put my whole booklet. I have about 100 pages of information, and we're going to try to put it into a booklet form. I really have to take a weekend myself and just bring out what's right, put it into Word documents, and then form it together, and then put it into a pretty booklet. And I'm going to give it away. I have a lot of pages, a lot of stuff to put together, and things that I have in my, in my desktop that are hidden in files. So I want to go through everything and just give you links and places to go to that's free, and we can get a lot of great information to learn how to be a better trader. And don't ever stop learning. Don't think that this ends. You take a year or two, you make a lot of money. When you stop learning, you'll stop growing, and if you stop growing, I guarantee you'll be going, okay? And I believe that, I really do. At the bottom of my heart, I've never stopped. I'm always watching another video or listening to somebody else who knows more than I do. And I'll take it from anywhere I can get it. I'll take it from an 18-year-old living like Matt to a 19-year-old Kush to you guys here. And I've spoken to probably more people on the phone in person than any other trader in Tradecaster, bar any, including Deck. I've spoken to about 160 of you on the phone, one-on-one. And some of you many times, and some of you have become friends, and it's awesome. I got a message the other day from somebody. What did he say? I don't know. He said, Tim told me that you've got videos on, where was it? I think it's even Mel. Even Mel texts me once in a while. And Mel said, you just woke me up. Hey, you just woke me up. We're here on vacation in Mount Rainier in Washington State. The Wi-Fi is very low here. It's 5:40 a.m. here. It was 8 with where I'm at. I go, oh, okay, good for you. Sorry I woke you. He says, no problem, thanks. 5 minutes later, he was in the room. But, I talked to Mel, I talked to Tim, I talked to Adrian, I talked to Cliff. I talk to a lot of traders one-on-one all the time. What's his name? Tim Z333, great trader. I used to talk to Alex Vaughn when he was new. I went to the seminar that we had in May. It was fantastic. It was right here in my hometown, so it was real nice. So I'm just letting you folks know that, there are things that we can learn from each other, and I expect you guys to chip in and help, Let me turn this off. My network's not working for my phone. There it goes. Let's see if I hold it in. My Wi-Fi was off. There it goes. That's better. Connecting. All right. When I come home, I always take it off my actual carrier, which is T-Mobile, and I put it on my home. So it makes my phone quicker, as I use it a lot as a computer. So I'm always working on computers. I got 2 computers here. I just sold 2 of my old computers. Got rid of them. So anyway, that's about it. Unless somebody has any questions, any final questions, any concerns, anything you want to talk about, now is the time. Otherwise, I'm getting ready to... let's see. Questions, comments, concerns. And what's the other one? Any questions? Okay. Questions, comments, concerns, any questions. Now is the time, or we're going to say goodbye. Because I'm not going for Power Hour on Friday. It's not worth it to me. I'm not going to chase any stock at this time. I'm not going to lose any good money. I did not trade today. I didn't trade not because I didn't want to. I didn't trade because I had obligations that I needed to take care of. I've been having work done in my mouth, and every time I go there, like today, he says, well, that one tooth here, that's missing. I got to pull it. We can put a post in. We can put a, what do you call those things? They put it into the bone. That's $4,000, but I'm giving you $500 off. And the ones he did on top with the 3 up there, that was $5,000 with a tooth. So now we're up to $9,000 for 3 teeth. So, I mean, what am I going to do? I get to the rest of my mouth. This guy wants to take 20 grand from me. I just can't win. I'll be dead before he's finished, so. It just reminds me when my father was alive in this last year. He did $10,000 worth of dental work, and then he died. So, he talks about root canals. I'm never doing another root canal as long as I live. I'll have the tooth damn pull. I said to the girl, I go, how much does it pull every one of my teeth? And then in a couple of months, to give me a denture with posts. What do you call those things? They screw that thing in, and they can screw the dentures up now. You don't have to pull them out and clean them. And you can have beautiful teeth. My teeth are ugly. I used to smoke. I drink a lot of coffee. Your teeth get stained. You know what? You can't get them white. It's ridiculous. So put in all new ones. But who wants to put all new crowns? They put these things. You pay $150,000 for a new mouth. It's ridiculous. You got to do a lot of stock trading for that. You get me? So anyway, 3:28. If there's no questions, I'm going to leave. Oxy's not really happening. What's going on with the SPY? Is it still moving? Let's just take a quick look. SPY. I'm going to spy on you. I'm going to spy on me. There we go. Look at the SPY. Look at this thing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Straight across, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what? It's almost predictable. When they say nothing goes straight up, okay, you can make money. Look at that. So you trade it up, wait till it hits the bottom. Trade it up, wait till it hits the bottom. Trade it up, or you could watch it go all the way up, trade it down. Trade it down. I think you make more money going up, because if you look at the length going up opposed to where it went down. See, I have to learn what this means. The black, the red. There's different colors. I seen a yellow one before. I don't know if it's in here, but And then look at this, 3 together, black, red. There's a reasoning in here, and you got to understand what this means. So, like I said, anybody who's interested in learning, you can go online and you can learn about the TTM squeeze. You can put it in for free. You got the TTM scalper and the TTM squeeze. You won't get the pro, but you can go in here and just type in TTM, and you'll see it comes up scalper alert. You want this one and you want this one. All right. I don't know about these. You can play around with them if you want to, but I've only used these 2, and then I use the new ones, which come under, I think it's called shared. Yeah. See your shared Porsche. You got shared. Where is it? Is it opposite? Shared. Yeah. Squeeze Pro. Squeeze Pro. You put those 2 in. And is there another one? Squeeze Pro. Shared. That's it. Just those 2. But there's a lot more. You can learn what every one of them does. This is a sniper. What's a credit sniper do? I don't know. You can put it in there. Where'd it go? Right there. I put it in twice. I don't want it twice. Okay. Take it out. You apply it. Let's see if what comes on there. Boom. Put something on there. Let's see. Let's get rid of this. It's a credit sniper. Look. See these? Look, credit sniper. What the heck is that? Here's the stock. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. And then it disappears. Credit sniper. Wow, that's interesting. And if you don't know, you see this? Who knows what it is? I don't know. All right, I'm going to take it out for right now. What's my RG drawings? Drawing tools. I want to leave it on this. Okay. I'm not sure right now, but you see what it said? Credit sniper. All right. For right now, I'm going to take it out. Okay. But I can go to. Let's say. I'm going to look TOS credit sniper and say, what is this thing? What does it do? Credit Sniper scans in TOS. Simple trading. A Credit Sniper scans to use in TOS. See below, the script can be used to make a custom scan filter in TOS stock and options hacker. Create a custom scan filter in TOS. Simple trading, terms of service, Credit Sniper. So and John's charts. There it is. Learn core setup, simple trading. The Credit Sniper is meant to notify you when a move is ending. Wow. See? So like right now, I'm going to give you guys something. Here's a little homework. And John is John Carter. John Carter is the one who wrote this. I'm going to save this page. And now I'm going to put this on my desktop. And I'm not going to do it now. But I'm going to give it to you guys. And where am I? Open up. Shit, I lost you. Okay. I'm going to put that right here. And that is for the Credit Sniper. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. There are so many programs that we have for free that we don't even know that we have. If we learn to use some of them, it might make us better traders. So there's your movie on a Credit Sniper. So there's your homework, and you're going to report back on Tuesday and let me know what you found out, and I'm going to do the same. How's that? Does that work for you? Well, time is now 3:33. I'm going to leave the SPY up, and I'm going to say goodbye. Unless nobody has any questions. Going once. Going twice. I want you all to have an awesome weekend. All right? I don't do Bangarang here. I find it to be kind of ridiculous. And I don't do Yao. I guess when you get over a certain age, like for Deck, it'll be over 30. And for AK-47, I guess it'll be over 45. I guess that stuff, I just don't do that stuff. It just never seemed very professional to me. And they're both very professional people, That's the whole deal. So, anyway. Somebody was writing something and they chickened out. Come on. Last question. It's the last one. I don't want to leave either, I love this place. It's like, what do we do on the weekends? There's no trading. Unless you want to do Forex, and that's too quick for me. You can do Forex 24/7, I think. 24/7. People do Forex. But, it's like anything else. You learn when Forex is moving and not moving. There's too much volatility and turmoil in the world to be doing Forex. Jamario, you have a nice weekend also. Everybody, have an awesome weekend. And stay well. Stay safe. I'll see you Monday morning at 7 o'clock for me. All right? Take it easy. It's good being with you guys today. Have a nice weekend.